Jeff Brom, 2017 was a long, long time ago. Welcome to the Voice of College Football as we break down every schedule in the Power 5 and, of course, deliver our prediction on the record. And when we get done, we will march on through the conference championship games and our college football playoff predictions. And one more time, Alabama, Ohio State. That was the August prediction last year. All right, leave your record prediction below as we march through the Purdue Boilermakers. They started off 2-0 last year, lost the last 4 games, but they were all close games against some decent teams. They beat Iowa in the opener, which, of course, the Hawkeyes turned out to be a top 15 team. But still, Purdue found ways to lose last season. They bring back their 2 would-be starting quarterbacks. Of course, they got to make a decision between Jack Plummer, who's most likely the starter, and Aiden O'Connell. But both quarterbacks have significant experience, but they also make mistakes. The Purdue defense should be better than it's been going back to Brom's first season in 2017 when it was a pretty exceptional unit led by Lorenzo Neal. Let's now look at the schedule with the Boilers starting off against the Pac-12 and Oregon State at home. Give them a win. Then they go out to UConn. Then this does my heart good to see Purdue and Notre Dame playing. A rivalry that lasted for decades and was played every year is renewed when the Boilers go to Notre Dame in Week 3. It may not be a pretty result for Jeff Brom and company, but for those of us that like to see those uniforms on the same field and it brings back memories, good thing right there. All right, 3 games outside the Big Ten against those 3 opponents. Purdue needs to go 2-1, not 1-2 like they may. The Oregon State game is going to be difficult. Notre Dame's probably a loss, of course. Illinois is the opener in the Big Ten. And I look at it this way. Illinois, Minnesota before the bye week, and then a really rough stretch coming up against Iowa and Wisconsin, the 2 best teams in the division, back-to-back. Nebraska on the road, and then a couple of Big Ten Eastern Division teams with Michigan State and at Ohio State. It may surprise some people that Purdue has given the Buckeyes fits over the last decade or so. They are 3-3 against Ohio State since 2009, and of course gave the Buckeyes a beating in West Lafayette in 2018, which derailed Ohio State's playoff hopes and really knocked them out of the playoffs. And Purdue goes to Ohio State here, where they haven't won in a long, long time, I believe 1988. All right, to finish off the campaign, it's a game against Northwestern, and then, of course, the old Oaken Bucket game against Indiana in West Lafayette. So I am eyeing 5 games, and those 5 are Illinois, Minnesota, Nebraska, Michigan State, and Northwestern. Out of those 5 games, Purdue's going to win 3. Those are their 3 wins in the Big Ten out of those 5 games. 3-6 in the Big Ten. They go 2-1 non-conference with the loss against Notre Dame. Jeff Brom, you're teetering 5-7, 3-6 overall. That's the record we give you. Leave your record projections below on Purdue football as we march through the Power 5 right here at the Voice of College Football. Please like the video, share the videos on social media, and, of course, subscribe right here at the Voice of College Football, and do your Amazon shopping using that link down in the description section as well. And we will see you next time.